everybody! It is Monday! Oh, I don't know that I turned this on.
Oh, turn it off.
I didn't turn it on. Hey, Kitty, is my sound working okay? I didn't turn it on beforehand. So tell me if I need to restart. How's my sound? How bad is my sound? Or if I stand close, am I doing okay?
Was it plugged in beforehand?
It was plugged in, it just wasn't turned on.
Oh, then it should probably be fine.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me see.
Yes, you can hear me. Kitty says she can hear me. All right. Well, how was your Monday, Kitty? How are things? That's
Yes, it's not pulling through your mic, it's pulling through the computer.
okay. It's pulling through the computer, but I guess I'm doing okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay-ish. I won't wander. I won't wander too much tonight. We got to be quick anyway, so that I'm off for networking. My voice carries well. That's a nice way of saying I'm loud. That's a nice way of saying I'm loud. Thank you, Kitty. I appreciate it. Good to have you here tonight. On Monday Night Live. We are Monday night. I don't know why it's not showing up on my phone, but it doesn't really matter. We'll work without it. How was your Monday? Tell me about your Monday. How was your day? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today? Hey, Kelly, how are you? Great to have you here live. Thought of you today. Shipped an order. We were there late. There was some. We were blessed with a bunch of online orders, and one of them was going to Albuquerque on like Purple Cone Drive or something like that. Purple Cove, Purple Cone. I don't know. But it said Albuquerque, and so Albuquerque's a tiny place. You control it all. I understand that. But that made me think of you. So I wanted it to be Purple Cow, and then that got me thinking of the ladies at the Vault and their kids area. But hey. I digress. It was great to be having orders to ship. So I am grateful for that today. Grateful I had a good coaching call today with my coach. And so that was good today. What was good on your guys' Monday? What are you grateful for this Monday? Monday as we kick off week 39 and 40, depending on how you're counting. What are you grateful for this Monday evening? Ooh, yeah, the ICU beds are getting filled up, so that is concerning. Although they have more supplies and everything else. Nice, Kelly. I like word of mouth is a wonderful thing, and I'm glad, Kitty, your sales were good today. I was surprised ours were a little in-store, were not as good today with the, coming off the snow, and it was really cold here today, so I expected to have more people in shopping for coats and such today than we did. Jen and Molly! Yay! Yes, they do remember you were there. Absolutely, Jen. You are there. And Molly's there, too. And sometimes Eric pops in. But they remember that you are there. And that's important. And your community cares about you. That is so vital and so important. And you are such a vibrant and important part of your community. There in Steamboat, but your reach reaches beyond that, because you have a lot of people that come in from other areas So your reach is far and wide, and I'm glad to hear that how good it made you guys feel. How good it made you feel to know that they remembered you were there. So that is good. I'm glad you remember you're there. That is extremely important. So I'm very thankful for that. That is very good. Let's get started here because I got to get off. So those of you that are going to participate in networking tonight, the NERCS networking, which starts at 9 Eastern. I don't want to be in the way of that, but I did want to get on here tonight beforehand, as usual. So let's get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this day. Is how we start our program every night. Tonight we are on page 12. Page 12. Good morning, good morning. Let's make some new mistakes. Let's find the things worth saving in the mess our living makes. Ain't that the truth? We do make a mess some days. It was, it's the calm before the storm. And, it is always that way. Sometimes it's like Pigpen from Peanuts came in our stores or in our back rooms and created this huge mess, and then we have to clean it up. But we can do this. We can do this. So I'm going to share a couple of ideas. I'm going to hit a couple of high-level ideas. I definitely want to get into budgeting this week. I can't let that go on because of where we are in December. So I've got to take on the budgeting questions, but I don't have enough time tonight. So it will not be tonight. But I do want to talk. I do want to get the mindset that 2021 is coming. Okay? 2021 is coming. It in and of itself will not be a revelation. Okay? It will not be flip the calendar and the world is better. It actually may be worse initially because many people, our customers, some of our staff have hung their hopes on the end of 2020. And they know that's not realistic, okay? That, 2020 is over and woohoo, everything's going to be great. They know that's not realistic, but there's a disconnect between their minds and their actions. So you have to keep that in mind and have some compassion and understanding for that. But at the same time, you need to be growing your business and working your business forward. And that was part of my coaching call today. In meeting with my coach, is not only celebrating this year's successes, because there's plenty of successes to celebrate this year. As one of them is just that we're all still here. Okay, all of us are still here. Okay, it has been an incredible year. Okay, one like we have never predicted. Okay, but you're still standing. Your business is still standing. Michelle is still standing here with us. Okay, all these things. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the program tonight. Thank you. I think I remember to turn on all the lights, just not all the stuff from my microphone. You are still here. You have many accomplishments this year. You need to look back on that. So part of looking forward, part of planning your 2021, and we can plan 2021. We're going to work on budgeting this week. Oh, Yvonne, I love it. I'm sorry to hear that you've been quarantined at home since last Wednesday, but I am thrilled to hear that sales have been really good. the great thing with that, Yvonne, is that, hey, Vina, great to have you here, is that people rise. What happens when you forced out of your role? Okay, when you are forced out of the store, when you remove yourself from that, is people rise. Okay, they're given no choice but to. Okay, it's either curl up in a ball and fail, or they rise. And time again, they rise. Time and time again, Yvonne. And so I am absolutely, I'm actually very excited by that. The one key lesson to take from that, Yvonne, is the way they have stepped up while you are out. The way they have stepped up is holding them accountable to stay at that level moving forward. Okay, that when you come back, you don't get to just be a crutch. They've shown they can perform up here. Okay, they don't get to go back down here and use you as a crutch for everything. Okay, they have to continue to perform at a high level, and at a higher level. Okay, they've always performed well. You've got some great people on your team, but when they didn't have you to use as a crutch, okay, they rose even higher. They got in sales. They've made things happen. And so you have to look at that and appreciate that and all that they accomplished that didn't need you. And quite honestly, if it didn't need you, if they made decisions, if they did things, if they got things done and they didn't need you when you weren't there, they don't need you for that when you come back. Think about that. If they were able to do it without you there, okay, if they were able to figure out a way to get that done, to make the decision, to do these things without directly involving you, okay, then they can figure out how to do that when you're back. Hey, Jody, great to have you here tonight. So digest that a little bit and play that out. It's a scary thing for your staff when you first present it that way, but they're already doing it. And then it frees you up to grow in different ways and help the organization grow and prosper even more than it already is. So, hey, Michelle, I know I have you in my email. I know I have an email that I owe you back. Hey, Angie, Nebraska Angie's here too. Whoa, we got a whole big group here. It's a big party here tonight. So just keep that in mind. And, you know, one of the key things, and I talk about it in different ways, but here is a great way to think about it. Here is a great way to think about it. Focus on progress, not perfection. You know, you've heard me talk about the 80% of you rule. And if they did it 80% of the way you would have, then it's pretty gosh darn perfect, especially if it didn't involve you. But focus on progress, not perfection. That is where your focus should be. That is where your glasses should be on the situation. Because that allows everybody to grow. That allows the people on your team to grow. It allows you to grow. Even if you don't know where you're going to grow, or how you're going to grow, or what other things you might do. Okay? It allows you the focusing on progress. Plus, it is by focusing on progress, you build the snowball. Okay? And I'm not just saying that because I got snow out my window and it's dark out there, but there's snow out there. There is snow and actually a lot of ice out there. Okay? There is snow out there. Okay? And the snowball effect is it gets bigger as it goes on by focusing on progress. Okay? So often our mind sets in on what we didn't get done today. I mean, I've got a list a mile long of things that I want to accomplish. Yeah, I get that, Yvonne. I understand it, and because you're with a healthcare organization that your mission supports, it is a big part of that. Hey, Jerry! Jerry's here to remind us that, you know what? It's a good week to have a good week. Hey, Jerry! I got the Christmas on for you. I know you like some good decorations. Some good decorations. You know, but that's just part of it all. But that's simple. That is simple, Yvonne. You know, we have so many front doors, they've forgotten to lock them before. And people, you know, I've had the police in there. I've had the police there till we got there. They were shopping while they waited for us to come and lock up. I know you do, Jerry. You are first on decorations. Well, this is Cassandra. This is not me. This is not me. Cassandra makes me look good, as always. But that is her decorating. That is putting you in the spirit, and that puts you in a good week for a good week. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry says your tree is gorgeous. Cassandra appreciates that. So she that is her work. That is I'm standing in the way of it. I'm not good like you ladies with lives. I stand in the wrong spot. They should put we don't have tape on this set. On some of the sets they have tape for me of where I'm supposed to stand and not move. I'm not good at the not moving part. But it is great to have you here. But that is what we're doing here, people. We are focusing on progress. Progress gets you the snowball effect. Okay, when you have incremental progress, when you make a little bit of progress each day, when you knock something off your list, when you help somebody else know something so that they can do it and they don't need you, we are all hanging in here, Jerry, because you remind us that it's a good week for a good week. I got your post over on my other set. I don't have it here. And that brings me to my quote of the day. So focus on progress, not perfection. And my quote of the day for you, and for your teams, okay, for your teams, is change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. Great quote for 2020, right? Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Okay? Where is your mind? Where is your mind? Hey, I'm coming closer, Jen. I forgot to turn on my mic tonight. So I have to be by the computer. When I step away, I don't come in as clear. So I'm sorry. Hop up and down, Jen. My audio will come in better. But change is inevitable. Growth is optional. So keep that in mind and focus on progress, not perfection. Maybe it's just in Steamboat. You know, they're a drinking town with a skiing problem. Did you and Molly start early tonight? Did you stop from last night? Kitty says I'm loud, so I mean she's not the first person. That's my mother's fault. I was quiet, but my mother says I was loud, and that's just the way it is. But I want you to build that snowball, okay? And by focusing on your progress, you can build a snowball. That will roll up. As you roll up, it will get bigger, okay? And you will have greater progress, okay? But don't lose sight of that, because when you focus on that, you can be immensely successful. And we're going to have an amazing 2021, and that's part of we're going to start the ball rolling, the snowball rolling this week as we talk about budgeting for 2021, because that has been a big question of you folks. So we will talk about that, and we will talk about how to plan your finances. Oh yes, my voice carries. Yes, I'm the loudest guy in the room. Well, the old joke is, it's not a joke, but, I was the oops baby, which many of you have heard that part of the story before and everything. And I was the one that my mother stayed awake for natural childbirth and everything, and she insisted something was wrong. Okay, absolutely insisted something was wrong, because when I was born, I was completely there and I was completely quiet. And Dr. Chaffee, spelled coffee, said, "Oh, you want him to make noise," and he whacked me, and I never shut up since. That is how the story goes. Okay? Well, those of you that are going to be joining the NARTS networking, the link is in the NARTS private Facebook group, so feel free to join that tonight at 9 o'clock. I am going to get out of the way here, and it's going to get time for dinner, because it's been a long day, but we've been focusing on progress. And, this video and everything that I talk about every night goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Noon the very next day. It's right there for you. I promise you, it's all there. You have all the files that I quote, the things that I do, and these videos, and the link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you know when a new one drops. I am here live in the NARTS private Facebook group every night at 8 than-ish Eastern. More 8 than-ish Eastern, live in the NARTS private Facebook group is where you find me every night. If you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. NEIL@ECIstores.com. That's where you find me. As Michelle noted, I am a little bit behind on those, but I will catch up. I always do. Yeah, we can work on that. We're going to work on, we can work on that spreadsheet, Vina. I'm always up for a spreadsheet. You know me, I love a good spreadsheet. We can work on that. Some examples of that this week. And yes, I hope, hey, Adele and Dazzle, great to have you here. Yes, I hope that everybody's able to join in on holiday networking. I'm going to get some dinner. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you were not here at the top of the program, our good morning tonight is Good Morning, Good Morning. Let's make some new mistakes. Let's find the things worth saving in the mess our living makes. Our good night tonight is Good Night, Good Night. Let's make some new mistakes. Let's stumble toward success and pack some snacks for little breaks. I love snacks for little breaks. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your graphics. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. Holiday cookie swap. We will party again, and I will be doing it with you. I can promise you that. When we can do it, I will be there with you. Until then, I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than-ish, and no in between, that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I hope you're able to take advantage of the holiday networking. Have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow.